I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 69, significant for some, of Raise the Halt. Now, since our last episode, we had, if you remember, the win against Ajax, which guaranteed top spot in the Champions League, and then a similar win against Huddersfield in the league. Things have gone pretty well, as you can see. A few disappointing results, but overall, no red dots, which is good. First of all, we went and we played Watford. This was quite the performance from us. I have no idea how this was 1-0. We had 27 shots on goal to 4 of theirs, yet somehow only managed to win 1-0. You can see it was Patrick Roberts who got the goal. Hertha Berlin in the final game of the Champions League was up next. This was dominant from the kids. This really could have been anything. You can see David Dixon got a goal. Zelaw popped up with a nice one. The Boob and Callum Mosley as well, adding 2 extras in stoppage time. But this could have been anything once again. We played really well. Then we went and played Southampton in the league. This was really, really disappointing. We missed, again, so many chances, and this will become a theme. We had 16 shots on goal. We got caught out defensively. We should have won the game. Southampton, if you remember, they play their entire team in midfield, so it was once they got back on equal terms, it was really hard to get the opening goals. It was. We just couldn't get the second. It was really a disappointing game. Then we played Stoke. As you can see, again, we missed loads of chances, but we got the 2-0 win. Wilson with the double to secure us the points. But then we played Sheffield Wednesday, and guess what happened? We missed a load of chances. We conceded from a corner, you can see as well late in the game, which is really annoying. But again, we had 21 shots on goal in this game. We just could not score. I've tried different strikers. If you've noticed, we've tried the Boob, we've tried Cameron, we've tried Callum Mosley as well. It's not quite his time in the team yet. He's still coming through, but yeah, we just cannot seem to find a consistent goal scorer other than Wilson. Then we had the Carabao Cup, the quarter-final, and you can see we scraped through. It was a late goal from Jordan Cameron, won us the game after Tyrone Mings opened the scoring for us. This was an end-to-end game. It was actually quite an entertaining game, a bit of a coach killer. But again, we put the kids out. We played the Carabao Cup squad, and they are through to the semi-final, which we have coming up against Brighton. You'll see we got them in the semi-final, so very, very winnable. Then we went and played Leicester in the league, exactly the same scoreline. We got 2-1. This was, again, with the full-strength team, but there was 3 injuries in this, which made it quite difficult for us. But Magnanelli and Wilson with the goals. You can see Ben Davies, Dele Alli, and Roberts got injured. Ben Davies is out for this game. Ali is okay, and I think Roberts is out as well. I think he's injured, but we'll check that in a second when we get to the team lineups. So this episode, we take on Manchester. We have City first, and then United. And then you can see we have Manchester United in the FA Cup third round as well. So heavy Manchester United. But yeah, we'll just do the league fixtures this episode. And we should quickly have a look at the league table, see how we are sitting. You can see second in the league. We've closed the gap to Arsenal down to 5 points, which is good. And we're currently 6 points above 5th. So we're relatively safe in the Champions League spots. But if we don't take something from these Manchester clubs, we could find ourselves sitting down at the edge of the Champions League spots. And of course, the Champions League, we got through top of the group. We got CSKA Moscow in the first knockout round. So that is again a game that we probably should be looking to win. So the team we're going with first up against Manchester City, you can see it's Golini in goal, Van Drongelen, Magnanelli, and Ahmedzovic is coming in. We're trying to keep the squads fresh. You've seen how many games we've had. It's, of course, the festive fixtures, so he's coming in to play this one. He's done well when he's come in, so he should do fine. Stamenkovic and Alex, our young Brazilian left-back, is coming in. Obviously, Ben Davies is injured, but you can see good pace. He's decent. He should be able to do a job for us, although we would prefer maybe he wasn't coming in against a team like Manchester City. Lima and Luis Felipe in midfield with Ali, Gonzalez, and Wilson. Somewhat of the holy trinity up there, but we're hoping that someone else can chip in with the goals because we're very reliant on Wilson right now. And of course, all the goals from those games in between episodes will be on Goals of the Month. So it's worth checking out. There's quite a few goals there, and some of them are quite nice. So we can see the way City is lining up. Do it for the fans. It tends to work well for us. We're playing at home as well, which I think adds to it. So where is it here? There we go. Let's give the fans a performance they're expecting. Some old calm, we have faith, and see how we go here. All right, Villa Park in full voice. This is a big game for us. City have actually been struggling, and they've sacked their coach. And literally the day before this game, we got offered an interview for the job, which obviously we turned down. Sneaky little way to try and destabilise me, I think, before the game. Can we get something from the free kick there? It's a penalty? It is a penalty. Dele Alli, now he hasn't had as much chance to take penalties lately. He started well at Villa Park, didn't he, with his penalty taking? Let's hope he can continue. He did look the heir apparent to the great Miller Jedinak from penalties. Go on, Dele. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, it was awful. It was straight at Edison, and he just kind of skated after it, didn't he? So let's give them some encouragement after that. I hate missing penalties. I just always feel like you end up losing the game. But we're not losing the game. Let's not think like that. Yeah, look at Dele's confidence is gone. So we'll give it maybe a demand more here. We just need to try and snap them out of that. Yeah, but so City, they're underperforming, and it's fair to say they are one of the teams, obviously, that are just outside of the top four right now. So we really don't want to be certainly dropping points to them. Ideally, at home, we would like to be picking up all three. But, clubs without managers can be a little bit unpredictable. Wilson out wide for Stemenkovic. Can he get into the byline? He should be able to. He gets the cross in. It's not quite going to find its way to Wilson. Ali down to Alex. Go on, Alex. Go on, son. Go on, son. Oh! Our young Brazilian left-back in this game for Ben Davies, who was injured, and he's only gone and popped up with the opening goal. Dele Alli's done well to find him there. I thought he'd waited too long, but he's put it past his countryman Edison and just tucked it inside that near post. Good finish, you'd have to say. Quite happy with that. So that gives us the lead, and let's hope we can hang on from here and hope maybe even add to it. Let's see what we can do. Looks like it could be our highlight again here, up to Wilson. Wilson out to Stemenkovic once again. Look at the men getting into the box. Can we pick someone out? We've got to be a goal. Go on, Felipe. Go! What a team goal that was. That's one of the better goals we've scored this season, I think. Wonderful build-up play. And look at this vision. Stemenkovic, first-time pass for Gonzalez. That's a really, really good goal. So that's 2-0. Could we dream of a third before half-time? Surely not. We've got Ali to Felipe, back to Stemenkovic. Can he get into so much space back there? He's gone in for Dele Alli. Can Dele Alli? Come on, this is going to be three. It's going to be three. Gonzalez! Stop the fight. What a performance this has been. Stemenkovic again gets down the wing, in for Dele Alli. Ali picks out Gonzalez, who's unmarked and can't miss. That is wonderful. And the best thing about this, we've scored 3 goals, and Wilson hasn't scored any of them. We may have clicked on something here that is going to take some of the scoring burden off of Wilson. But we can be quite happy with that as a first half, can't we? 9 shots, 6 on target, 3 goals. That's absolutely clinical. And we've missed a penalty, let's not forget. So I think it's assertive, don't get complacent. And then we'll just try and get back out there. We'll just tell Felipe he's done well. We will tell Dele Alli, or despite a missed penalty, that he has done well. And yeah, let's go. Okay, well, let's get into this second half here, see how City come out. And then I think we might look, given that we have Manchester United coming up, and I think it's 2 days' time, game time, we might look at resting a few players here. I would like to maybe bring the Boob and Cameron on as a double change up front. And I'm wondering if we bring Dixon on for Dele Alli as well. I'm thinking that might be a way to go, although we do have Stemenkovic as well. Maybe we rest Wilson, Ali, and Stemenkovic. I'm thinking I like that. Let's give them a concentrate here just to make sure we don't do anything silly. It's a nice pass down the line for Wilson. Can he square it? He's got Wilson up there. Gonzalez up there as well. Just okay, let's start making these changes. We have Billet on the bench, so we'll bring our other young fullback on, or wingback on. So we've got 2 of our young prospects going down the wings now. So let's hope that does well for us. Dele Alli is into the 60s for his stamina. We'll bring Dixon on, who is, again, one of our young, promising midfielders. He's in the England under-21 squad, so he is progressing nicely for us. And then, of course, the final change after this highlight, we'll bring the boob on for Wilson. Ahmedzovic brings it down nicely. We're going to build from the back, which is always good to see. 3-0 up with 10 minutes to go. You'd hope these 3 points are staying at Villa Park, but you concede a goal here and you just never know. It's a nice ball up for Alex. Can Alex look at that space in there for Wilson? Go on, son. Cap it off with the goal. There it is. We are absolutely destroying Manchester City. Look at this. 4-0. Van Drongelen with a nice pass. Alex with an equally nice pass for Wilson, and one-on-one. You'd hope he wouldn't miss there. We've seen him miss from that position, to be fair. His one-on-one finishing like that isn't always the best. But, yeah, that is game over, isn't it? So let's bring the boob on. Give Wilson a rest. We'll play the boob as an attacking forward. And can we get 5? Can we put 5 past Manchester City? You look at the team they have, and like this Wanderlei guy, for example, we've scouted him. The scouts rate him like 90-something%. Obviously, with the money that involved, we will never, ever get him out of Manchester City unless he wants to leave. But, yes, I mean, they have some wonderful players. We should talk too. Obviously, the January transfer window is coming up. What should we do? Should we look to do anything? I am thinking I'm probably going to loan out Z-Law because Carabao Cup is coming to an end. Wilson makes it 5. Oh, this is an absolute... what is the word? I don't even know what the word is. I don't know what the word is. I'm lost for words. If you're enjoying this, do give the video a thumbs up because this is absolutely wonderful. We're taking Wilson off when he's on a hat-trick now. It almost seems a little bit rude, doesn't it? We've seen this highlight already, so we'll just get rid of that. We will confirm that change. And, yeah, so do you think we should do anything? I'm thinking of loaning out Z-Law only because Carabao Cup is going to be coming to an end soon. Obviously, before the end of January, we'll have played the semi-final. If we make the final with the greatest of respect to Z-Law, I do think we would want to try and win it with something closer resembling our best team. So, as I said, no disrespect, which usually means you're disrespecting. That's a wonderful performance. Clap the boys off. And clinical too. 10 shots, 5 goals. We have not been doing that. So I know you obviously haven't seen the games between episodes, but we have not been anywhere near that clinical. Dominant win for the Villains. Yes, it was. Yeah, so I'm thinking what we'll do is we will loan Z-Law out, probably to our feeder club, Sochaux, just to make sure he's continuing to get game time to progress. And then, obviously, next season we come back, again, Carabao Cup, Champions League. We can have him available for that. But I think those sorts of games in the second half of the season, there's no easy games, is there? So I think we're better off loaning him out. Particularly, if there's any other youngsters you think we should loan out for the second half, again, leave me a comment and we'll go through them and see what we think we should do. But stay right there. We'll be back for Manchester United. Can we do the same thing to them? Okay, welcome back. Here we go against Manchester United. You can see Chelsea's already played and won this week, or this round of games. So they're 3 points ahead of us. United's 3 points behind. So we don't need to be mathematicians to work out. If United win, we'll go equal in points with them, probably even tighter on goal difference too, given it's only a 4 difference. If we win, then we'll go back ahead of Chelsea up into second, and with Arsenal still to play, puts a bit of more pressure on them. So let's see the team that we're going with here. You can see it's more or less the same team, just the one change, to be honest, with Kone in for Ahmedzovic at the back. We're going to go with Alex again. I thought about playing Tyrone Mings, but we're just going to keep this same starting 11. They did so well. They've all recovered reasonably well, so I see no reason to change anything. Okay, so we can... Nigel Lenn's playing for them, so we can see the way things are lining up here. Now, if you remember back to the first game of the season, we got absolutely destroyed by Manchester United at Old Trafford. So we are obviously hoping that things will go a little bit better for us this game. Okay, come on, boys. I can only be a bit of a fall off the perch from last game, kind of. How we can beat Manchester City 5-0, I just don't know. But this, can we launch something here early? No. All right, here we go. Set piece. Just a minute into the game. Kone's there. Kone, no, just couldn't quite win the header. Is Dele Alli going to get there first? He is. Well done, son. Can he find a teammate in the box? It's in for Callum Wilson. Go on, Wilson. Oh, not Callum Wilson. James Wilson. Callum Mosley. James Wilson. Callum Wilson, of course, is the Bournemouth player, which is just confusing this whole thing horribly in my brain. All right, can we build something here? It's a nice ball in, isn't it? It's a decent tackle, though. Can we put some pressure on them before they get out of their own area? They've played it down the line. It's a good ball, isn't it, for Lukaku? It's Alex, it's there. The young left-back who, of course, scored so wonderfully against City, opened that scoring route for us. They're building a little bit here. Now, this is horrible flashbacks to the first game, isn't it, where they just absolutely played around us for fun. Kone's got that clear. Obviously, we're a much better team than that. I think it was a little bit of just getting to know the new players in the team at that point. Can we win that? Oh, that's just weak defending. It's just weak defending. Oh, that's come from absolutely nothing. Was it Conrad Lima that got caught on the ball there? The commentary wants to blame Gonzalez. I don't think that was Gonzalez's fault, though, was it? I did see Lima's name flashing up here at some point. It's bounced off. Yeah, I think it's bounced off Gonzalez, but Lima should be clearing that, shouldn't he? Just even if you just put it in the stand. It's early on, though. It's early on, so there is still plenty of time in this game to come back. Just need to encourage them now and just let them know that we've got the ball. We've got more of the ball, so it's nothing to worry about quite yet. All right, Dele Alli, it's gone out for Alex. Can Alex find a ball into the box? He can. Wilson onwards. It's there for Gonzalez. Go on, Gonzalez! Sixth goal of the episode. I'm going to run out of after-goal songs the way I'm going here, but long may the goal scoring continue. It's poor defending, and Gonzalez has punished them at the back post, tucked it away nicely, 1-1. All right, so that makes things a little bit nicer for us. So they've scored with their only shot on goal. It's nothing more infuriating than that, is there? Right, can we just give them a concentrate again here? It's a home game, so you always want to try and win those, but I wonder if a draw is the worst result here for us. The thing that worries me, of course, is just Arsenal do not seem to be dropping points up top. You can see that run we've gone on with 2 draws from the last 7 games being the only drop points, and we only pulled back 2 points on Arsenal, so they are absolutely relentless. We've got to be scoring more goals here. Look at this, 6 shots on goal. On target, I should say, not just on goal. So what do we say here? Individually, the performances aren't great, are they? So maybe we're not pleased. We'll just tell Conrad. Now, Conrad Lima's had a bit of a history of, maybe we'll go an assertive, don't get sent off, given that he's done that once already this season. All right. Let's see what this second half holds for us. They've brought Rashford off. I missed who that was. I just thought it was an elite winger, so it's obviously somebody of great. Oh, Griezmann. It's not bad when you can bring Griezmann off the bench, is it? You're doing okay. Made another change. Let's give them another concentrate. We're not playing fantastically well. I wonder if... Okay, Felipe with the set piece knocks it in. Gonzalez is there. No, it's gone out to Ali though. Can he find a teammate? He can. Oh, not the best finishes at the game. It's relatively easy for him in the end. Can we give them an encourage here? We've been the better team. I wonder where our shots are coming from, though, because there hasn't been that many highlights. So Wilson back to Alex, knocks it in. That's a penalty. It has to be. It looked like a penalty. It is a penalty. Dele Alli Come on, mate. Don't miss your second penalty at the North End in this episode. We know Jedinak would score. Can Dele Alli? Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's the worst penalty we've seen yet. What was that? We're going to have to take Dele Alli off penalties. I think we've prematurely judged him as our penalty taker, haven't we? So let's pause. Penalties. Yeah, he's just... We might just take a break from that, please, Dele. Do we want to make a change? Alex is looking a little bit tired. I thought that might be the case. We'll bring Tyrone Mings on. His wingback play has improved, hasn't he? He's usually a more of a orange shade than that nice greeny yellow that he is now. Can we do what do we want to do here? Do we want to demand more? Maybe demand more. We deserve to win this game. It would be really frustrating if we didn't. All right, let's look to make another change here. I think... Do we do Dixon for Ali, maybe? Ali's tired. He's not having his best game. Give youth a chance, as they say. So let's see what can happen, and then we'll keep the other sub up our sleeve. I'm wondering if we do maybe Jordan. There's just a lot of tired-looking players there right now. I'm reluctant to make a change in case you pick up a late injury. Do we want to go? We've got to go for it, don't we? All right, let's pause. We've got 5 minutes of added time. We're going to go attacking. We're going to say push forward, and hopefully we're not going to regret doing that. Look at the domination of this game, though. How are we not winning? And we've missed 2 penalties as well. All right, late chance. It's just got to be the end here. Felipe knocks it in. Can we win the header? We can't, and that's the full-time whistle. That is a real let-off for Manchester United. That's a disappointing end to the episode after the highs of the 5-0 absolute thrashing of Manchester City. Manchester's got a little bit of pride back there, haven't they? We'll say we're unlucky. I might just do some individual team talks, and then we'll come back and wrap up the episode. Oh, right. Well, that was disappointing, wasn't it? So only draw. Only draw against Manchester United. We're not doing too badly, but it just drops us that few more points, assuming that Arsenal win. We're 2 points behind Chelsea now. It is a relentless pace at the top of the league here. But that's Manchester United done for us for the year now. So maybe we can build. So that's it for this episode. We've got a cup double coming up next. What we're going to do is we're going to come back, I think, for the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final at Brighton. We'll give a few of the youngsters a run out in that, and then Arsenal at home in the league. That is absolutely massive. They're top of the league, obviously. This could be our last chance to peg them back, such as the relentless pace they're setting. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. We've done well against Manchester, haven't we? 6 goals, but only 4 points, which is a little bit disappointing. If you're new, subscribe. You can see it's going to be a big end to the season. We've got a potential trip to Wembley in the Carabao Cup. Champions League starts up again soon as well. So make sure you don't miss that. But otherwise, I've been Aussie Villa. Thank you very much for watching. And here are some of our best goals from December. We'll catch you next time.